This is Lee with 82 Game at 12 here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75, and I'm back with another video of my playthrough of Cataphract. This is the first scenario, Battle of the Utus River, 447 AD. So, something that I needed to correct that I've been doing wrong, and I should have known better, but it's been a while since I've played any great battles of history, and so I just had forgot about some of this, and let's see here. I don't know if this is going to create a... No, it won't, but that helps. So, it's the Elite Commander. So, under the Elite Commander, it talks about how the unit that you're going to give the Elite Initiative Order Phase to has to be within command range at the start of the game turn. Not on the first turn, however, but after that they do. So I gave, well, for several turns now, I've given the Elite Initiative Order Phase to one of Attila's sons over here on their right flank, and I shouldn't have been able to do that. So if Attila wants to use the Elite Initiative, he'll have to use it on himself or someone within command range. Well, no one is within command range. The other thing is, when you give that, that doesn't take away that subordinate leader's activation. They can still activate, but they just are not able to continue with the momentum. So they get that one order phase, and then you go to the regular mechanic of going through who has the next order phase and so forth. So I was doing that wrong, and so I want to correct that and go from there. So Attila is going to use the Elite Initiative phase on himself because he wants to try to rally these guys over here. And he wants to be within range of all 6 of them. So he's got a movement of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he moves there. So that's one of his 6. So he's got 5 left to do. And let's see if I pull that back. There you go. I have that up there, so I'm gonna have to turn that off. That's the problem with having these lights up here. There we go. We can bring this over here and shed a little bit of light there. So now we're going to attempt to rally these units with the other 5 orders that Attila has. So let's see, 1027. So we're going to use the leader's charisma. Now, this is something I think that was a little bit different than some of the other great battles of history. Is when you're rallying, you're rolling the charisma, and you're not rolling, I guess, the TQ of the unit. And let's see, Attila's charisma is 4. So, all right, so we're going to start down here. I rolled a 2. So this unit here is rallied. And they have a third. If they're cavalry, they have a third of their TQ back. So a third would be they get 2 back. So they're going to have 4 TQ hit. Okay, the next one, I rolled a 5. So this one's eliminated. That was just another light cavalry unit. Okay, then we're going to go with the one that Attila's with. I don't know if they get any kind of more, I don't think they get any more benefit just because they're with Attila the Killer. Got a 0. So they would also, let's see, I guess you round down. Let's see, right there. Next one here, rolled a 6. This one's gone. Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here's his last order. Got a 9, so this one's gone. So he was able to rally 2 of those units. And I mark Attila with this blank counter. I don't know, you couldn't find a counter that signified that the elite initiative was used. I know some of the other games have it, and I guess it's not. They have the Trump markers, but I know that I've seen it in one of the other games, and I've actually used it. But I don't know, it's not in here. Or if it is in here, I'm not finding it. So I just put that underneath him, and then I know, okay, he's used his elite initiative. All right, so now we go to the regular order of things, which will be where we're looking for the next lowest initiative, which is going to end up being the Romans. They have, of course, we've got Varian, and then the other one is Faris. So let's close in on Faris here. We're going to go with him first. The lowest Hun is a 4. So All right, so Forrest has initiative of 3, so he can give 3 orders. Well, let's see, he is right there with the overall commander, so I guess he could give a line command, but it would only be, I don't know if he can give a line command to those medium infantry. Is that what those guys are? Yeah, so no, he can't. He can't give, the Eastern Romans can't give line command to, so, okay. All right, so basically what he wants to do is he wants to shore up his left flank. If we take a look here, we need to keep these guys from getting around behind. So let's see, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. He goes right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this one that he's with here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. And he's going to be done. And I guess I needed to flip him over. He doesn't have that. He's the one that he doesn't have a finished side. So I'm going to put this turn marker on him just so I know he's done. Doesn't want to try to do any kind of momentum. Okay, and then we have over here on this other side, we have Valerian. We've got these heavy infantry that he's going to move up. Two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, this one's out of his range. So 1, 2, and he's finished. Okay. So now we have the Huns. No, let's see, we do have one Roman with a 4 right here. So we'll have to roll to see who's going to be able to do theirs first. We got a 0 and a 6. And the 6 was the Romans. So and he's got a initiative of 4. So he can either give 4 orders or try to do a line command. Now he's outside of his overall commander's command range. So he'd have to roll his initiative, which is 4. So he's going to try that. He's going to try to roll his initiative. Got a 4. Okay. So that won't matter. So okay, so this is where the Huns may be able to use their special tactic. Because with the heavy cavalry, they want to actually have combat. So we now have to look at they don't want to do harassment dispersal tactics. They want to look at doing their feigned retreat. Now, it cannot be used. Okay, I'm talking about this. See, it says that feigned retreat may not be used by a unit in an enemy ZOC, nor may it be used against a target that is in a friendly ZOC, nor in response to harassment dispersal tactics. Okay. So, when a defending Hun or Visigoth light cavalry unit has an enemy cavalry unit move within 2 hexes, not going to happen. Okay, they announce that the unit is attempting feign retreat and then retreats the unit 3 to 5 hexes, not less, not more, away from the moving unit. If the path is blocked by enemy occupied hexes or an enemy ZOC, it cannot use feign retreat. The unit using feign retreat must change its facing to reflect the direction which it is heading. And then the enemy has to use the feigned retreat die roll, okay, which I believe in this, yes, in this scenario, it's a 2. So if they roll higher than a 2, they have to react. They have to follow, if possible. All right. So let's get started with this. And I guess for each one you carry out the feigned retreat to its conclusion. Okay, so one thing is I need to have something here. I guess I can use some of these blocks. So I know where the unit was when it started. So let's go with this one, for example. So they go to here. And so this unit here or this unit, either one. Multiple ones, I guess, could do a feigned retreat. So okay, so let's just say this guy turns. Okay, 1. Okay, so 3 to 5 hexes from this unit. So 3, 4, 5. So if he goes to here, that would be 5 hexes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. This guy does the same thing. And then this guy. This guy can actually go to here. And I guess then I would roll for each one of those, and whichever one first, then that's the one he's chasing. And you ignore any entry fire, or the pursuing unit can't fire on any other units. So I don't know if the rules gives you an example of when you have more than one that's available. So I guess each one of them. All right, so the Roman here is going to have to roll. Start with this one. Oh, no, we'll start with this one. Rolled an 8. Okay, so he's chasing that one. So he's moved 1. Okay, so then he can go 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Well, right here. Okay, so now this unit has to roll. So we rolled a 7. So they failed their TQ, which means they do not get to turn around and missile fire. This unit gets to move adjacent and either missile fire or do shock combat. So we're going to move adjacent. And then we would put shock must check, because that's what they want to do. So we have a shock must check there. And remember, we ignore reaction fire. So this unit here is not able to do reaction fire. Okay, so the shock is part of the feigned retreat and is resolved immediately. So there we go. All right, so we got a 0 and an 8. 8 here means they're going to lose 2. So now they're at 3. Got a 0, so they don't lose any. Okay, so done with that. All right, so we're going to have multiple things going on here. So we look at we don't have any leaders. So we determine superiority in the shot column. So shot superiority, we have Cataphract heavy cavalry against light cavalry. That's attack superior. We also have attack superior in position. So it's going to be attack superior. Okay, we've got heavy cavalry attacking light cavalry in the rear is 10. So we're going to be on the 10 column. Rolled an 8. Okay. So an 8 Okay, so down here, all right, we go across to 10. Okay, right there, that's 2 and 4, which becomes 2 and 8. So we know that one unit is going to route. This unit's routing. And of course, this unit has to advance. They take 2 hits. And I guess we're still in the feigned retreat. So I don't think that the enemy, I mean, there's no reaction fire. Reaction entry fire, I'm looking for. Defending players' units may not conduct entry reaction fire at the pursuing unit, nor may the pursuing unit use missile fire against any unit other than the unit conducting the feigned retreat. So, all right, so that takes care of that one. Now we go back up here. We've got this one. Okay, and the thing is, I think, since this is a line command, all of this would take place prior to probably prior to any of the feigned reaction, feigned retreats happening. Just looking for that regarding the line commands. think you're supposed to move everybody, and then you would see what would happen. But oh well. Well, I know, like, this guy could be able to escape. This guy wouldn't. That guy wouldn't either. So those are the two that we want to hit. But would have liked to have done something against those two guys too, you know. So I guess I would have had these two guys go after these other two. So that would have been what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 5, 6, 7. And then I'd have to roll for this guy. Okay, so he passed. So he could actually turn around and fire.
Unknown caller.
Okay. So he would be able to fire this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he would have to roll. He passed. So both of them are going to turn around and fire. And then those guys have to stop. Okay. So missile fire, range of 4. No, range of 2. 4 or less, but they have a +1 because they moved. A 1, that's a hit. And a 1, that's a hit. Okay. And then here, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes to there. 4, 5, 6. He goes to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy could have actually turned when this guy got to here. Got to there. Could have went to there. But this guy would have ran out. I think he was here. Let's see, turned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 8, yeah. He would run out, but he still has to roll. He got a 7, so that would mean, yeah, he's got to follow turns here and here, and that's where he stops. And then he can roll to turn around. 9, he failed. But this guy didn't have any more movement left. So he just had to stop. Okay. And then this one here, he can come down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right like that. All right. So reaction fire, right there. Four, that's a hit. He gets to fire back. 9, that means he'll be missile low. Then the next one here to here. 6, that's a hit. Okay, return fire. Offensive fire, that's a hit. Okay. All right. So let's go here first. So we're going to have TQ checks. Let's check both of these. So we're going to go here first. Okay. 3 and a 1. So they both passed that. Then we go here, these two. 5 and a 2, they passed. Okay. We do have a leader. So we have to have a leader check. So we got to roll for that leader. Got a 4, he's okay. Okay. So then we look at the clash of spears, swords, and of course we're going to have, right here, we'll just do it here. It's going to be attack superior because of the Cataphract versus the light cavalry. And we're going to have the same thing on the other side. So I'll just roll both of these dice and determine what we get. Alright, so with this one here, we've got a 6, and the other one we've got a 7. Alright, so we've got heavy cavalry attacking light cavalry in their front. That's going to be on the 9. Okay, so we also have the leaders. Charisma rating. So he has a charisma rating of 4. So that's going to raise it to 10. Okay. 10 on the 9 column is 2 and 4. So that's going to be a route. It's going to be routing through these other units. So the routed unit is going to be eliminated, but the unit that they route through, okay, which will be this unit, has to take a morale check or initiative check, and they're going to have at least a 1 hit, and that's what they get. Okay, and then they take 2, so they're now at 3, and they have to move in there. Actually, they don't move in there yet, because we got to do this other one here. This one to here, 7 to 9. 7, that's going to be 2 and 3 becomes 2 and 6. Now that one routes, and he's going to be eliminated because he's got to go through something. It'll be going through that unit, so it rolls. Rolled a 6, so all it's going to do is take just 1 cohesion hit. Okay, and so what we have is this unit has to take 2 hits. So they're now at 3. So they go to there. Of course, their missile no now. They go into here. Their missile no. Okay, and then they get fired on. Reaction fire. So here we'll fire here. That's a hit. This unit's going to fire here. That's a hit. It's another at 5. This one fires here. 6 is a hit. Another got 4. And he'll be finished. I don't think, because he's because he's in a Zoc, I don't think he can go with momentum. Let me check here. Yeah. So if the leader's in a Zoc or previously an enemy Zoc. So he's finished. All right. So right there, then we would go to the Hun, one of the Huns with a 4, which may be we go here, we move over here to the other side. We don't know yet. We'll see. All right, so Xandalus is finished. And now it's the Huns activation. They've got 3 leaders, subordinate leaders, with initiatives of 4. We've got Ernak, Denizagak, and then over there on this right flank, Elak, right here. So those are the 4. And it really doesn't, I guess, matter what order I go in. But really, if we look here, Ernak is going to be limited because he's in a enemy Zoc. So he's not going to be able to give any orders. He can't get himself out of there. All he can do is allow these units here to attack. Using his command range. He's not able to give any orders. Deniziak here is not in an enemy Zoc, so he can give orders. He could give 4, or he could give a line command to these guys right there. But he's not going to be able to give any commands over here. His command would have to pass through these enemy Zocs. So I guess what we're going to do is Deniziak here. We're going to start with him. And so let's just get in a position here where we can see here. So he's going to turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then go 7 right there. And then this cavalry unit is able to do a reaction facing change. Turn to there. And then perform reaction fire. Now, since they moved, they have a -1 on their fire. But still a pretty good chance here of okay. So he's used one of his orders. He could have went with a line command, but there's a chance that he's going to fail. And if he fails, then he's done. So, didn't want to do that. So, and we got a 2, which is going to be a hit. So this unit takes a hit. And then they can fire. Oops. I got a 4. And that's going to be a hit. So and of course they want to do a shock. So we got shock must check. They don't have to do it. They don't have to do a shock, but if they do, if you look here, if they have that plus, then they have to do attack. They must attack if they moved. So all right. So now for the next unit, it's going to be this one. He's going to turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they can, let's see, when they're changing facing, cavalry may be able to just spend 1 no, it says 1 point for each vertex shifted. So I don't know if cavalry could turn a little faster. or with less cost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 right there. And then this unit here performs a, let's see, reaction facing and fires with a +1. And of course they're going to fire back. So we'll just roll both at the same time. So that was an 8. So the Romans had an 8, which is a miss, and the Huns get a 1, which is a hit. And of course, they want to go ahead and do the combat because they're going to have attack superiority. So, okay. Too bad he's not able to move these guys. Okay. So he's got 2 left. This guy's going to turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to fire. Yeah, he can't reaction fire because he's in the Zoc of an enemy unit. Got a 2, that's a hit. So they're going to have 3 now. Okay, so he's got 1 left. And he's going to use it on himself with this unit. They're going to turn. And as they turn, 1, 2, this unit can make a turn because he's not in the front hex of this unit. So he's going to turn just so they can fire. They can fire into their flanks. So both will fire. Both have to add a +1. Oh, we got a 9 and a 7. So that's going to be a missile low. Neither one of them got a hit. Of course, I need to be turning these guys over since they moved. And yeah, he wants to go ahead and now they don't have to do a pre-shock. Well, I mean, they didn't move from their hex. They were just still adjacent, so I don't think they have to. They don't have to do the shock must check. They didn't move. Besides turning, I know that's considered a movement. Okay, so maybe not, but I'll go ahead. Okay. So that's all of his orders that he can give. So now let's do the pre-shock rolls. All right, so we got a 9 and a 7 right here. So they're going to now be at a 3. And then they're going to lose 2. So they're going to be at 4. Okay. And then there, we've got a 4 and a 6, so they're okay, both of them. And then, let's see, these 2 are attacking here, so I've got to roll for this guy. I got a 5 for him. 5 for him. Okay. Then we go to here and here. All right, I rolled a 9 and a 2. So he's going to take 2 hits. So now he's at 5. Okay. So now we have to check for the leader. Okay, I rolled a 7, so he's okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this one here. All right, so they're in their flank. So we already know that that's going to be attack superiority. Normally, it would be defense superiority, but position trumps weapon superiority. So, all right, so we got light cavalry against heavy cavalry in their flank. So we're going to be on the 6th column. I got a 0. Now we do get to add the charisma here that he has of 1. So I rolled a 0, becomes a 1. That's going to be 3 and 2, which becomes 3 and 4 due to attack superiority. So and then this guy is going to be eliminated. He can't go anywhere. He can't retreat. Well, he could go here. So I guess there's a place he can go. But he's routed. So 1, 2, 3, I guess. I shouldn't actually have retreated him yet. Okay. So now we go here. And there we've got same situation, except we've got 2 to 1, which is going to bump our Shock combat over to a 7 column. Again, I rolled a 0. That's 3 and 2 becomes 3 and 4. So again, 4 is going to be 7, which is going to make that unit route. And then these guys have to split to 3. So, what's this guy at? Okay. Then we go to that one. That's going to be on the 6 column. I rolled a 7 this time. It's going to be 2 and 2 becomes 2 and 4. So I believe this guy's going to route, yes. This guy's going to be a 5. So two hexes. So this unit can't go this way or this way. He has to go this way. 1, 2. This guy can't go here or here, so he's going to be eliminated. And then this guy, he could go well, really, I don't think he can go here and here because that's not 2 X's away from that unit. So he's going to be eliminated. So, and then all of these would move in. Those that can. So, let's go. Okay. All right. So that's well, could possibly be the end of him. He could try to go for momentum. Nice in a position where he could actually give orders to some of these other units. Why not? All right, so he's going to go for momentum. He got an 8, which is going to be a fail. So he's just finished. And of course, these guys here, missile no. Okay. And let's see here. If we take a look at the losses for both sides, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 49. And let's see, I'm not for sure. Let's see. How much that leader's worth. Okay, so eliminated leaders are worth 5 times their initiative rating. So he'd be worth 20 points. So that's 69. And they routed up, what is 100, I think? That's what they route at. Yeah. Yeah, 100 route points. So they're close to routing. I mean, really. 49 to 69, so is that 31 more points? Looks like 5 more cavalry units, and of course they've got some that are routing. There's one right there. But you've got these here that are facing Ernak. So, all right, so let's go ahead and take care of Ernak here. He's not able to give any orders besides just to engage in combat. And I don't know that he really wants to do that. Well, he could just to wear him down. Get some hits on him. That one there is almost ready to break. All right, so he'll go ahead. We'll just have attacks across tier. These are going to be, there's no movement really going on. So these are all going to be shrapnel checks. So we'll go here first. We're just going across. This one here, this one to here, this one to here. Of course, we got to take care of the leaders here first. We actually have leaders involved in combat here. So I don't think we have the leader versus leader combat like we have in some of the other ones. Some of the other volumes, we just roll to see if they're casualty. So let's roll that. Gotta get a 0. Okay, no 0 there. All right. So let's go ahead and go with the combat. So we've got light cavalry against heavy Cataphract cavalry. So that means that the cavalry is going to be the Cataphract, the defense is going to be defense superior. And so light cavalry versus heavy cavalry in the front, that's going to be on the 5 column. I rolled a 2. That's going to be 3 and 2, which becomes 6 and 2. So I know that cavalry unit there is going to retreat. Oh, shoot. So this one here is going to be eliminated. I go through here. And this unit here will take at least 1 hit. 9. So you're going to take 3 more. Okay. And okay, then here and here got the same situation. Charisma, it's going to be end up being a -3. Ernak only has a 1. Sandalus has a 4. Ooh, I rolled a 2. That's going to become a 0. That's going to be 3 and 2. So that's going to be 6 for him. So he's going to be eliminated. Okay. It's going to cause this guy to take a loss, at least 1. Roll a 2, that's all right. And see what happens to that leader. He just would fall back with one of these other guys like that. They have to take 2 hits. So now they're at 6. Nope. 6. And then here, five. Excuse me. That's 2 and 2 becomes 4 and 2. So he's going to be at 6. And this guy's going to rout because he reached his limit. He takes 2, so he's at 7 now. Which means they have to move forward. You can turn. I don't believe he can do reaction entry fire because he was just involved in a combat. Let's see what it says. So the advanced unit can change their vertex facing one vertex. So they could use entry reaction fire if eligible. 821. It says this includes advance after combat. Does not say that they were involved in combat, so I guess we can say that they can fire. I guess they could actually turn too. But they're just going to fire. And they got a 1, which is going to send this guy routing. All right, now he's not able to try momentum because he was in an enemy zoc to start the turn. So he's done. So that means now we're going to be moving to the other side of the map. These guys are all missile no. So let's start to move over here. All right, so what we have is we have LAC right here. He's got 4 orders. Now, he could do a line command and all of these would be in a line. So let's try that. We're going to try to do the line command. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, that's a 1. Okay, so that means he can activate all of those light cavalry units there, which spells trouble for the Romans. I don't really see that the Romans are going to probably be able to escape this order phase. We could see quite a few Roman units getting eliminated. If nothing else, they could attack those routed units. Okay. So, let's see, what do we want to do first? Guess we'll start over here. Got these lancers here. So we're gonna go, guess we're just gonna go straight in with somebody here. We'll go straight in with this. Let's just go straight in with this one. So we're gonna go flip them over. Gonna go 1, 2. So we've got fire. Okay, so we've got 8 and 6. So let's both miss, but we're gonna have shock. Okay. Dice over there on the table. And this is a line command, so we don't have to worry about that. Next, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, he's not able to fire now at this unit because he's got this unit in his he's in the zoc of a unit. He can still fire, and he will. 5 plus 1, 6 is still a hit, so that'll be a hit on that one. Okay. Then this one, of course, he's going to shock. Here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's going to fire. We got an 8. Okay. But now we do the shock must check, and he's going to automatically be eliminated. But we'll go ahead and put it on there. Okay. Now this unit could because he was adjacent to one. He could just take that leader with him. And I think he'll do that going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll fire. 7 is a miss. I don't know if I can take that leader, though. I think the leader would have to stay. Wherever he was at. I think that was where he was at. Close enough. Okay. We have this unit here. Actually, these guys can perform harassment tactics. I think that's what they're going to do. This guy here let's see what he can do. He'll turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he'll go right there. This guy's missile low. Okay, let's see about this harassment tactics that we want to do here. Yeah, harassment and dispersal tactics. Okay, so they must be within 4 hexes, but not adjacent to the target. It cannot be in an enemy zoc. So they've got to have a line of sight, which they do. Okay, we're not going through rough terrain or across the stream. Now, all of this is really illustrated really good here. And this book's on page 18. And so you've got that, all of that right there explained, how that works. And so they can actually cause some of these infantry units to possibly move forward. Okay. So this unit is going to fire at this unit with these tactics, harassment, dispersal. So flip them over. So they move into here and they fire. Both of them will actually fire at hex 1 range adjacent. All right, so we got a 5 and we got a 6. Okay. So I think that means the infantry is going to get, 2 hits. No. They had to roll a 1 or a 0 or a 1. So they both receive a hit. Okay. So this unit takes a hit. This unit takes a hit. Now this unit has to roll for impetuosity. So rolled a 3, so they pass, so they don't have to move. Okay. So now we move to this one. Flip him over. He does the same thing right here. Again, we've got fire between those two. We got a 3 and a 5, so both get a hit. He's got to roll his impetuosity again. He passed. impetuosity. All right, we go to this one. He's gonna go here. Okay. He may be missile something. Low. Okay. 4 and a 0. 0 and a 4. So they both take a hit. He's now missile no. And he's going to check his impetuosity. Rolled a 3, he passed. Okay. So this guy can go back against this guy. Oh, both rolled 9s. So, well, he can't even roll. He's missile no. So, but he's now missile no. All right. So he's gonna do the same thing here. Nine and 6. They take a hit. Guess we have to roll for the leader. Nope. Okay, and then roll for the impetuosity. Nope. He's missile low. Okay, this one here. Would harass that unit. Rolled a 7 and a 3. That's still a hit. Because at close range, it's 8 or less. So they both take a hit. He takes a hit, so he's now at 5. Oh, he's got to roll for impetuosity. He rolled a 5, so he's okay. And this guy, I don't know. I don't think if you're in an enemy Zoc, I don't think you can get a line command. Maybe they can. So he'd be able to fire. That's what he's going to do. He's just going to fire. So he's got a 1. He's got a 7. They both take a hit. He's missile no now. Turn him here. Okay. Okay, so now we have the shocks that we have to do. We know this one over here is just going to be eliminated. Oops. Okay. All right, so now over here, these guys. Okay, so the Roman had a 3, and then we had a 6, a 7, and a 2. So only this one here got the TQ hit. All right, so Lancers, light cavalry against Lancers, and nobody's attack superior. Now we do have position superiority because they're in the flank, so that's going to be position superior. Okay, we got Lancers, let's see, light cavalry against Lancers and their flank. It's going to be on the 7 column, but we've got 3 to 1, so now it goes to the 9 column. And we roll, we get a 6 on the 9 column. It's going to be 2 and 3 becomes 2 and 6. So this one has to take a hit for sure. And then I'll give that one a hit. And then he's going to be eliminated. You don't have anywhere to retreat to. All right. And he would move in. Okay, now I can go for momentum here with Elec, or just let things go. Three, 8. So we're sitting at 84 for the Romans. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 49 for the Huns. So it's real close. By taking out those two routed units back here. That would be 14. So, yeah, that would be really close. That would be like a couple of points shy of victory. And Attila could probably get that, especially if he was able to get momentum. All right, let's try to get momentum here. I rolled a 6, so that's going to be no momentum. He's flipped over. Okay, so now we go to the leaders with initiative 5, and we've got one on each side. And they're right there close. So we got Beretius and then the Roman overall leader. Arne Glislis. So, all right, so let's roll to see who's going to get what. Okay, looks like the Huns are going to get the activation. So, and so what that means here is that Beretius wants to, one thing, he wants to tie up that Roman leader. So he's got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he could roll for line command, but he's not going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he could activate several of these guys, but he wants to move himself over here to be in a position to activate these guys. So he's going to move to here. So that's 1. He's got 4 left. Okay. So first thing, he's going to have this one take a hit for activating a second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to fire. Got a 4 that's a hit, so they're gone. Okay. going to activate this one. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see what this guy is. Okay, so they're going to exchange fire. Of course, the aroma gets to fire first. Oh, he rolled a 9. So he'll be missile. Missile low. Okay. And then rolled a 7. That's a miss. But he's got him tied up. This one here, and he's got to take a hit for moving. This one's going to take a hit. So that was 3. Now he's down to 2 after moving this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right there. He fires. Gets a 5 plus 1 is a 6. This guy's eliminated. And those guys are both light infantry, so they're only worth 3 apiece. So we'll count all this up shortly. All right, 2 left. This guy here is going to do harassment with this guy. Middle infantry. So he can go here and here. So they're both going to end up firing at the same time. 6 and 6. He missed. He got a hit. So this guy goes to, takes 1 and then 1 more for moving again. And then we roll to see if this guy moves forward. No. So, and he can have this guy that he's with do harassment against the same guy. Okay, 8. Got a 1 here, that's 2 hits. So now he's taking 4. And, okay. Does he have to move? Yes. Well, with that charisma though, no, don't think he gets to use that then. So he would have to move there. Okay. And I could attempt to do momentum. With him. but why not? Might as well. I got a 1. That means he gets another activation. So okay, this guy's going to take a hit and move with this guy. So he's going to go, it's going to turn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so he's used 1. He's got 4 left. Oops. He's going to have this guy fire here, and then he can fire back. So, a 3, that's a hit. Return fire is a 0. I think that's 2 hits. So, yeah, that's 2 hits. He took a hit. He took 2 hits. Now we got to roll for the leader. Nope. So now they're missile no. And of course he's got to take another hit because he activated again. Okay, this guy here is going to activate. He's going to go right into here and fire. 7, that's a miss, but we're going to have a shock. Oops. And then this one, going to do the same thing. Going to come in there. He's going to fire. That's a hit. They're not able to return fire. Let's see if we got the leader. Nope. Okay. I think that's almost all of that. Okay. take a look at what we have to roll here. So 2 of these, because they moved, these 2 guys have to check their sharpness check. And then of course the Roman has to check his. Alright, so we got Roman rolled a 0, so he's fine. We've got a 4 here. We got a 7 here. So this one goes to 5. Okay. All right. Where's my, there they are. Okay, the leader. Okay. Got to roll to see if the leader's hurt. Nope. All right, so we've got light cavalry. They're in position superior, but let's see, light cavalry versus medium infantry. We're actually into their rear, so that's going to be, let's see here, it's going to be 7, but it's 3 to 1, so that's now going to be 9. We roll, we get a 9. 9 on the 9 is 2 and 4, becomes 2 and 8. So of course he's going to route. And the only place that he can route is back this way. And so he's got to take, let's see, he's going to take 1, he's got to take 1, so this guy's going to route. What do we got here? This guy's the one that's got to move in. Because this guy's routed. He'll go back that way. Okay, and then of course Beretius can attempt to get another momentum. He rolled a 5, and that's what he has, so he gets another momentum. And for this one, he's going to remove. So here he is, and so he's got 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. he's going to remove 2 from, well, wait a minute, these guys here. Those things, they go back over here. All right, so they can move and fire in any direction. Those Cherio Ballistra. They fire offensively twice per game during any friendly orders phase. Okay, only during the friendly turn. And can fire at any time during the active player's movement fire segment. Okay. Okay, it says they may fire twice per enemy order phase at any time during the enemy movement missile segment, and we mean any. They may fire even during enemy movement. So, I should have had them firing earlier. So, this one's firing right here, this unit. Okay. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, gotta get a 5 or less. Got a 6, that's a miss. So I know we've got markers for that. Let's see, where are they at? There it is. And then this one can fire here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't fire that far. Okay. Just have to wait. All right. So I think even though we're in range, I can still recover 1. Even though there's a missile fire unit. And 16. Yeah, regardless of presence of non-adjacent enemy missile units. So we can recover 1 here. Here we can recover 1. All right, so that's 2, so he's got 3 left. He can attempt to rally that unit. They got to get a 2 or less. Rolled a 4, so he's gone. I shouldn't have done that. He had a long way to run to. The unit he's with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that range? Yeah. Yeah, you can recover one there. He's got 2 left. I guess that's it. Okay, so he's done. All right. All right, now it's Arneglasculus. Arneglasculus. It's his turn. Unless Attila tries to trump him and not allow him to move. And I think Attila is going to try to do that. So we pull back. Attila is down here. Okay. And he's going to have to get a 6 or less. Oh, we got a 7. So he's finished. Move that off. Okay. So we can go back over here where we were at. Let's just make sure on the trump here. If you fail the trump, do they get? Maybe I can't do the trump like that. Oh no, I can't. It's only when they're trying to, they're successful in getting the momentum. Or if a player is successful with their trump. Okay, so Attila couldn't do that. So I think in some of the other games you can just try to trump your opponents before they even do anything. Okay. So for that line command, maybe I wouldn't have been able to do that line command. I have to be within a certain number of hexes. But he had a okay. So okay, so infantry must be within twice the leader's command range. His command range is 10. So we can issue that line command. And he can issue heavy infantry. All right, so Arnagliscus is going to give a line command to his heavy infantry. Okay, so I think we've got a glare here. Let me just check here and make sure our count here, we haven't already passed. Okay, so let's come back over here and take a look at our count. So we've got, these two are worth 6, 3 apiece. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 56. Plus 6, 56. That's going to be 62. That's 70. This is 20. So we're at 90. 10 points. Okay. 10 points. And the Huns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 54 plus 1 more, 55. All right. All right, so okay, so here he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So all of those heavy infantry guys between there and there, he can activate. So now the bad thing is, okay, is that they're not going to be able to move very fast. So and for each vertex is going to cost 1. So they're not going to get very far. Okay, but still. So he'll turn 1, 2, 3, 4. And then flip him over because he moved. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's all we're just going to be moving them like that. Okay. All right. So now got to roll for momentum. And this is where Attila can now attempt to do a trump if he's successful. So, got a 1. All right, so he passed. Now Attila tries to trump. He gets a 7. So Attila's done. Okay. And we have another activation here. And let's see here. Okay, so an overall commander can issue a line command in any order phase. So he could actually give another line command. And so he's going to give it to these same guys again. So each of them are going to take a loss for moving again. Okay, so all right, so now these light cavalry, they can do that. Well, they've got to be the target of the orderly withdrawal that they're restricted from. It's just against other cavalry units. So if the infantry moves within 2 hexes of a friendly inactive unit, or if it starts movement 2 hexes distance, if the friendly unit has a higher movement, then it can withdraw. Okay, but they could also do the feigned retreat. But it's against enemy cavalry units. Or offensively as part of harassment dispersal. Okay. So the infantry units at a range of 3 hexes has a 6. So they don't want to get closer than 3. Do that with this one. But he's got someone in his front zoc, so he's not able to go anywhere. I do not believe so. Let's see, maybe it can. Okay. So if he gets close enough, he'll have to retreat, but get fired on by this unit. So so we're going to go 1, 2, and then he's got to decide what he wants to do. So he can withdraw up to 5 hexes. That's the difference in the movement. But as he withdraws here, that's 1, he gets fired on, reaction fire by that unit. So this unit fires on him, and that a hex. Oh, he rolled a 9, so he's missile no now. No, he was missile no. He couldn't fire. Okay. So this guy can just withdraw. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they weren't being approached from the rear. So he was here. 1, 2, 3. Then keep the same facing. 4. So he went 1, 2. Three. And then this guy has to decide if he wants to retreat. And he does. 2, 3. So he goes to there. 4. I guess he'll go there. Alright. And then this guy goes to here. And again. Move back 1, 2. This guy, of course, would have to move. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he's finished his move. Before we do any firing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, we're just moving these guys up. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then over here, he's gonna fire on this unit. 3 hexes away. Got a 5. He moved. That's +1. There's a 6, so that's going to be a hit. I think this one routes. Yep. Let's see. Okay, now, leader still has 1 activation still left. So he can activate again. We got a 7, so he's done. Okay, so he's done. Now what we do is we're going to route move some units. And so we'll pull back. So we can get everything in. Let's see what we have. Okay. This unit here is going 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's gone. This unit here is routing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's gone. This guy's going 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over here, we've got this unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's it. Should have fired this unit again. Keep forgetting about these ballista. So, okay, so the next thing we would do is, again, we would take a look at the route points that we have here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 66 plus 1, that's 67. Okay. And don't really need this out, so I'm just doing it by the counters. Okay, over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is 63, plus 1 is 64, plus 3 and 3 is 6, that's 70, plus 20 is 90. So you're looking at 10 more points somewhere. And this battle's over. And I think much like what happened, you had the cavalry units on either side that probably sustained most of the initial casualties, losses, and that was that. Probably what the Romans should not have looked to attack. They should have just maybe kept their cavalry back over here and pushed their infantry forward and tried to just maintain their flanks. But of course they were outnumbered on the flanks, and that was pretty evident over here on the Roman left. They just didn't have much of a chance. So I don't see this going past, the next turn or round. It's not going to go that far. So I think we can easily claim this as a Hun victory, much like it was historically. So we're looking at 90, what did I say, 67, I think, yeah, 90 to 67 presently.